Good afternoon, welcome back to the Laboratoire Druide videos. Today I wanted to talk to you about a few of the different shampoos that we have. Actually, over the next 2 weeks I will be talking about a few of the different shampoos that we have, just because with everything that's on the market it is so difficult to know really what is for my hair type, and also whether you are an online shopper or an in-store shopper, you don't necessarily always know what you're buying until you try it and then realize it doesn't work for you. So I am here to simplify some of the shampoos that we have, and the way that I'm going to divide it with this video and the one from next week is that I basically chose 3 different categories as far as like oily scalp, dry hair, and for the frequent hair washer. So first one we're going to talk about is going to be the frequent shampoo. So this one is made specifically for someone who tends to wash their hair every single day. Now, if you are someone who washes your hair every day, you know one of the two things: either your hair feels like it gets greasy very quickly, or your actual hair gets very dry because you're overwashing it, especially if you have a shampoo that is filled with sulfates. So keep in mind that the more it lathers, generally speaking, the more sulfates you're going to find inside. So the sulfates are really there as that foaming agent and kind of as that surfactant to help to lift everything off. But keep in mind there's different options other than sulfates to make sure that you actually do have all the nice results and the benefits from having a shampoo but without drying out your hair. So to go back to the actual shampoo, so for the frequent shampoo we're going to go work with some green tea, and we're also going to have some lime blossom inside, so that gives you a really nice balance between yes, that clean effect, but again without drying out your hair, because long term the more you do it, the drier your hair is going to be, and we are trying to focus on hair and scalp health overall. So this is something that you can use every single day, and for those of you who have used it, it is generally a product that is loved quite a bit. Then for those like myself who have very processed hair, if you are someone who tends to discolor your hair or actually dye it on a regular basis, whether you use a lot of hot tools, it could be your hair straightener, it could be a blow dryer, it could be a curling iron, it doesn't matter, our hair goes through quite a bit. So the balanced shampoo is here to really give you back all of that moisture to your hair, while of course giving you that nice clean feel. So we're going to work with a rice and wheat protein, there you go, to make sure that you're getting really all of the restoration and the strengthening effects that you need to have from your shampoo. This can also be used every day. However, for anyone looking to reinforce their hair over time and also kind of re-educate the way that or how quickly their hair becomes greasy, you should definitely try and do this every couple days to try and strengthen it over time and just create a new hair washing habit. So balanced, dry, damaged, devitalized hair, we have to make sure that our hair stays protected so that we can continue styling it, dyeing it, and getting fun with it. And then the last one is the Purity. So Purity is absolutely loved by anybody who has an oily scalp. Whether you have an oily scalp or oily hair, again, it goes back to what is in your product, but also the frequency at which you wash your hair. If you wash your hair every single day just because it's part of the routine and you don't really have a choice, that's okay. But make sure that you have a product such as this one that is not going to contain all of those sulfates and all of those like harsh chemicals that we really do try to skip out as much as possible. So this one is going to have some clay inside. It's really great for absorbing all of the sebum, yes, in the scalp, but also in your hair to make sure that your hair does look and feel clean really for as long as possible. It leaves a really nice, fresh, clean feel afterwards as well, so that's always appreciated quite a bit. So Purity, everyday use for someone who has very oily hair and oily scalp. Balance for someone who likes to chemically treat their hair, dye their hair, or use a lot of hot tools. That being said, remember you should still be using a thermal protectant to make sure that your hair is properly protected when you actually are using those hot tools. And then frequent for the frequent hair washer, but that doesn't want to dehydrate, dry out your hair as well as your scalp. So I hope you guys learned a couple of things today and that it makes your decision much easier. For those who have tried some of the shampoos that I've mentioned today, if you can go on the Druide website, please leave us your reviews, let us know what you think, and this is going to help the other customers like yourself who are trying to find out which shampoo they could go with next. So on that note, I will see you next week where we're going to cover the rest of the shampoos, part of the Druide line. Thank you so much.